Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, my people. How we all doing? This is your boy G4, aka God Gives Grace and Greatness. You already know. Sound check number one. If you can hear me, please kindly indicate in the comment section. God bless you. And you know the drill, my people. As soon as you come on, you need to share the live stream. We have quite a bit to get through today, and we have a very, very interesting topic. All right. And as you can see on the screen, is we entitled the show Do 237 Pastors Promote 237 Gospel Artists? All right. Now, feel free. I want to know what you think. I definitely want to know what you think about this. This is it's extremely important, and this is a topic we need to get. This is a topic we need to talk about. So please, please, once again, kindly share the live stream right now. And if you can hear me, kindly indicate and tell your peeps, man. Tell your peeps gospel hour is on. Okay.
Extremely important.
Tell your peeps gospel hour is on, and we need to. They need to connect just the way you are connected. And I want to know, like I said, what do you think? Do you believe gospel music and gospel artists are being promoted by their pastors? This is an interesting topic we need to talk about. I want to know everyone who, if you are watching, make sure you indicate, especially if you can hear me or not. It is very important. We are going to be joined in a jiffy by Pastor Desmond, obviously, and a very, very, very special guest today. So we have lots to get to, but we're gonna do our best not to take too much time, too much of your time. We know you are busy, all right. And for those of you who are not able to catch up last last week's show, it was extremely interesting, and we had lots and lots and lots to talk about. Clementine Apia says, good evening, Clementine. How are you doing? God bless you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. Clementine is the first person to comment. So please feel free, Clementine. We want to know, do you think 237 pastors promote 237 gospel artists and gospel music as a whole? All right. We need to know exactly what you think about this. This is a very, very, very interesting topic. And we want to know what you have in mind as far as this is concerned, because a lot of people, as you know, tend to actually talk about things like this on uh, in their living rooms or in the privacy of their homes, but yet when it gets to the nitty gritty, they are kind of scared to talk about it. We are not actually scared to talk about any topic on Gospel Hour. So I want to know what you think. Drop your comments in the comment section. And while waiting for our guest and Pastor Desmond to tune in, I want us to take a look at this poster here real quick. All right, give me a second. for joining us. So that was the flyer to the Eagles Wings Productions charity drive. Feel free to join us, all right, for that particular event because it's going to be something extremely grandiose. We are trying to impart our community with the word of God, all right? It's not just about saying we're artists, excuse me, we go out there and we're doing music, we're blessing people. You need to go out there and actually win souls, all right, and actually impart this people. It's not just about talking and doing music. We want to go to the field and actually meet the needs of a few of our brothers and sisters who do not have parents, a few of our brothers or sisters who are orphans and who need our help. So remember to share the live stream. This is extremely important. And while you are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and share this short clip with you. Maybe you missed it. If you didn't miss it, did you see that? Now, if you missed it, just in case you missed it, and before we usher in my co-host, Pastor Desmond, who is finally ready. Finally, I don't know why it took him 25 minutes to connect. He needs to move out of that neighborhood. Network is a problem up in that joint. All right, we're gonna tease him real quick. So if you missed it, in case you missed it, here it is one more time. Of course, I'm the host of the show, so I'm gonna start with my stuff. What did you think? Listen to this real quick. So yes, that was the teaser, official teaser to The Light, which drops on the 26th. That's in 48 hours. Get ready. It's not even a joke. This is not even a joke. You need to be ready for this. Pastor Desmond, how are you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Wow. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. It was really good with you. How are you? How has
No.
your week been so far? Looking forward to the weekend. What's up?
It's just a normal week like others. Just with a new with its challenges. It has not been easy. Just this evening, one week.
Okay.
Yeah, just few
A
hours
new
to the program. They
challenges,
just
huh?
cut the, yeah. So how are you? How is the program? Good evening. I'm not seeing
I'm
Pastor
good. I'm
Nelson.
good.
I think our guest is
We
backstage.
thank God. It seems Pastor Nelson is having, yeah, but his device is not connected yet. It seems he's having some problems logging in. So we're just gonna give him some time. I'm sure he
Okay.
will be able to log in. So while waiting for him to log in, Pastor Desmond, we have a very interesting topic at hand, and we're already 23 minutes into the show. We need to get straight into
The show.
this. The
Yeah.
question is, do 237 pastors promote 237 gospel artists? What is
Mm,
your opinion about that? Shoot.
uh, Oh, I really think I wish our guest was in already to answer the question. Because he's a pastor too, and I think would have been in a better position to answer that. Me as an artist, I cannot say no and I cannot say
Yeah.
yes because I believe some have been doing their
Okay.
best. Yeah, because I believe there are still few
Exactly.
who do their best. You cannot just say no, but I think we can do better. I think they can do better in a
Okay.
sense that because some people might not do something not because they are wicked, but because they are
Mm.
ignorant of what to do. So I think programs like this, we should try bring their mind to understand that we need them. We need their help. We need their support, not only financially, but I think. But I will also say this: to be sincere with everybody, some pastors are wicked. Yeah,
Straight
because
up.
Because sometimes to support somebody, it doesn't need money.
Mm-hmm.
To support somebody is not about money. It's about your influence. Most pastors have like a 2,000 capacity. They have like 100 attendance in their church every week. They have like
Exactly.
500 attendance in your church every week. Now, it means if these pastors want to push anybody to any level, they can do it.
Exactly.
So if they can't, or if they have not been doing, it is either they are wicked or they are ignorant.
Mm.
So let me put it this way, because even if you don't have money, you have people. You just need to use the same way you used to collect seeds from people, the same way you used to talk to people to sow seeds, the same way you used to talk to people to give offerings, to tell them to support the artists that have been
Simple.
singing from you, to help them sponsor the artist program that have been serving a service to your church and vision, to
But
help
but
them
why
sponsor.
why 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 doesn't the majority do it? The
The
majority
majority,
does not do it.
I think the majority don't do it. I don't know why, to me. That's why I said I can't say no and I can't say yes. I think, hello, Mr. Lois Bumlo. That's my brother H1. I celebrate
Yes,
grace,
sir.
Prussia, Charlotte, Prussia, you're welcome. Now, I think the majority who don't do it, like I will put it in two ways. Some are ignorant, some are wicked, because there is no way someone will be serving in your vision without fulfilling his own vision. It's impossible,
True.
except you want to colonize that person and make that person your slave. But if you're working
True.
with someone based on love, love will push you to help that person and make sure that person succeeds.
Okay.
So I think if pastors can be genuine, like I always use some these Nigerian pastors, they do their best to support their own. We're not talking about what they preach, we're talking about how they raise their own. Now, this pastor they will do all kind of programs to promote their own. They will sponsor their own. When their own are doing something like album launch, they will put money to make sure it succeeds. But here
True.
in Cameroon, it's the contrary. Here in Cameroon, you notice that you do program, even sometimes your pastor don't attend. Even to announce it in church, you need to beg before they announce it in the same church you're serving there. No, it was in this pastor's place to stand in front of the church and say, okay, this brother have been of a service to us, have been of great service to us. Let us support him. Come, those with 20,000, come in front. The same way they do for church project, they should raise money too for artist project, if the artist is of service
Exactly.
to them. So I think they have not been of help to us like it should, because you notice that most artists, especially in Cameroon, gospel artists, they are very poor, extremely poor. The few that are making something out of their art is not from
Mm-hmm.
music. It's either from their businesses, or maybe those who are smart enough, they can create brand like designing, become designers, like you, G4, becoming a designer. You see, opening studios, trying to be photographers, videographers,
Yeah.
artists, because they just want to survive. But that was not to be so, supposed to be so. So all this is because they lack resources, they lack support. They don't need money from pastor. All they need is this pastor support. If you notice, many releases have been released this month. May if you check, pastors of those artists who release have not posted the songs.
True.
And they will not
True.
even ask their choir to sing their songs on Sunday
They won't
or
even know.
on midweek service. So how will you promote this artist? The pastor is the one that recommends songs for ministration. The pastor is the one that say, okay, this week at a choir, practice these two songs and add it to your praise list. There's no way a pastor will ask an artist to say the choir to practice a song and they don't practice. It's impossible. They must respect. Imagine every Sunday Your pastor asks the choir to practice just one song plus their other songs that they love. Every week they sing just one song from G4, one song from Gashumiya, one song from this man, one song from this man. Tell me how Cameroon music will not make it. Cameroon artists will not make it. It's impossible for them to fail. But now,
That's true.
even in our churches, they don't even know our songs. Even where we fellowship, our own pastors don't know our songs. They don't even believe in our songs too. Now,
It's a
you see,
shame.
it is a big
It's a
shame
shame.
to call someone your son, which you don't believe in.
And you don't even promote them. Yet
You
you
don't
are
even
calling them
promote them. You can't push them.
your son.
You're everywhere shouting, "My son, my son." How is it your son? If
Is
you
their
can
son
open your
because
mouth and call son,
he's paying
because
tithes.
he's paying tithe or maybe offering street service. If you call someone your son, you should be proud of that person. Being proud of somebody is recognizing and acknowledging the person publicly. That is it. If someone can push
True.
your work, I mean he don't believe in you. If someone can promote your work, he don't believe in you. So that means if
True.
if Cameroonian pastors can promote our songs, I mean they don't believe in the Cameroonian artists,
They don't
but they
believe
are
means
you.
that they don't believe in us.
So my question is, if you don't believe in Cameroonian artists, why not go look your choir from Nigeria or from Ghana? Why use Cameroonian citizens in your church as choir
In your
members when
church.
you can't promote these same Cameroonians?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Very,
normally,
very good question, sir.
yes, because if truly, if someone say, I think some have a complex, they think if you rise, they will lose you. I think
They
that is
will
one of
lose
the
you.
problem, Mr. Bless. That is a good point
Pastor
there.
say
I have been trying to get connected to know Abe. Please, our guest is trying to connect. Please, can you direct him? Let me just go on offline and talk to him. AG, let me try and talk to.
what the issue is. Maybe it's a network issue.
Let
Maybe
me
it's
re- let me
network.
let me resend the link to him.
Yeah. Please, guys, as you're joining the live, make sure you are sharing it. Make sure you're sharing it. Lino Black says, interesting topic. Thank you, Lino Black. But what do you think? It's true. We can say we don't know why, but this is a serious problem because why can't we go to church and we have our choir singing a Prosper Menko song, singing an H1 song, singing a Maureen Forba song, singing a Rochi Osvalin song? I know at least Reverend Dr. Eris Mary is one of those pastors, women of God, who actually promote this attitude, and this is a very commendable aspect. I can only say thank you to her. I can only say thank you to her because she is one of those she's one of those pastors who actually promotes. I've been in her church where she is actually where her choir is actually ministering Cameroonian songs, such as Predestinated from Minister Rochi Osvalin. So I want to know what you think. Sir Bless Fanuel, feel free to join us as well. We've gotten the link. He says, I think some have a complex. They think if you rise, they will lose you. I hope that is not the case, because if that is the case, that will be one of the dumbest excuses we that would be one of the dumbest excuses we can get from any uh, pastor. It is extremely, that will be borderline disgusting. So I really hope it is not the case. So for our while waiting for our guest to join us, we are going to take a short commercial break, a musical break, and let you discover an artist who is almost there. She's about to drop her first ever professional video. All right, she is signed to one of the recording labels here in Cameroon.
Love, it's unbreakable, it's unchangeable, it's deep and real. You're my friend, you're my confidence. With you, I know. Love, it's unbreakable, it's unchangeable, it's deep and real. You're my friend, you're my confidence. With you, I know.
All right, that was Clara Light coming up with something very, very, very hot. All right, it's entitled Always Love You. Pastor Desmond, are you there? Can
Yep,
we
coming.
move on? All right, definitely not yet. So, guys, get to the comment section. We want to know exactly what you think. What do you think about this? Why do we have, because honestly speaking, apart from Reverend Dr. Aries Mary, I haven't been to, I have to be sincere, I have to be honest. I do not move from one church to the other. I have my ministry, which is Christ Embassy, and I have visited a few churches, but from those I have visited, one of the only ones who actually promotes, which actually, pardon me, one of the only ones which actually promotes 237 gospel music is Reverend Dr. Aries Mary's church. All right. So I want to know what you think about this particular phenomenon. All right, it is very important because we have so many of our people in the nation who are unable to know music from Cameroon because we are not promoted enough. As far as I'm concerned, we are not promoted enough. All right, so let me know what you think. We are still having some serious network issues, apparently. We are still having some serious network issues. We need to know what you think, all right? We need to know what you think. Get into the comment section and let's know. Do you think 237 pastors actually promote 237 gospel artists? What is your take on that? I've not been to too many churches. I've not been to too many churches where we actually have Cameroonian songs being promoted. If you have been to one of them, let's know which one. All right, let's know which one. I'm trying to get as many people to connect and watch, so please try doing the same. Try doing the same because we need to get to the bottom of this. Pastor Desmond apparently seems to be back or is going to be back in the jiffy. Welcome back, sir. Can we evolve now?
Yeah, that
Network
I
is
think
being an
our guest
issue.
is backstage.
He's not backstage, sir. When he's backstage and his network is stabilized, that's when we can let him in. Right now, his network is still shaky, and we can't we can't let him in. It's not even letting us do that. So we're just gonna keep going until hopefully he can join. Pastor Desmond, are you there?
Yeah.
All right. So we just had a musical interlude, short break, where we actually watched Clara Light's video. But I was talking with a few of the viewers, and I haven't been to too many churches. I don't visit churches that often. But one of those which I visited, which actually had its choir minister 237 songs, was Real Worship and Gospel Center, but Reverend Dr. Aries Mary. In my opinion, that
That is
was the
true.
only one, because even in my own ministry, Christ Embassy, sad to say, it's all about the Nigerian gospel artists, the Ghanaian, the South African. They don't play our own songs, and we have a lot of fire ministers. This is a big shame. So, as far as I am concerned, to that question, do 237 pastors promote 237 gospel artists? My response is no. The majority, 95%, do not.
Oh, so now again
95%
with
do
life.
not. Now,
Eh,
Minister Sir Bless Fanuel says, I think some pastors are not aware of the need for them to promote this artist. I mean, Sir Fanuel, I don't really think it's a matter of being aware of the need. Because if we who are owners of recording labels, we are aware that we have to promote our artists, I don't see how a pastor or a deaconess, a deacon, whichever, it knows that they actually have artists in their ministry, in their church, but yet they do not promote them. This is a taboo as far as I'm concerned. Pastor Desmond,
yeah.
what do you think?
Most of the, I think that is more than witchcraft. You can have
Exactly.
someone that is serving you, and you can't even just offer him the smallest favor by recommending them or by promoting them. It's wrong. So I think uh, let's do our best. Let's do our best. I don't want to criticize pastor, but I want to encourage everybody in the ministry to see reasons to promote the Cameroon music industry, because without them, there is not us. We need each other to grow. If you have seen someone worthy to serve you, also be worthy to serve him. It is service. You serve me, I serve you. So I don't see what the big deal there. Uh, Please, I'm having some
Really?
network challenges.
Yeah, network is not really the best here. TAV says, greetings to you, Sir G4 and Pastor Desmond. And she continues by saying, yes, we need each other to grow. That's a fact. We do need each other to grow. And yes, network is really a challenge today. I don't know what is happening. I don't know if it's MTN, Orange,
Yeah.
whichever one.
Okay.
Mr. Tab says,
So,
yes, we need each other to grow. She says, greetings to you, Sir G4 and Pastor Desmond. Lino
mm,
Black says, I think the problem is many in Cameroon don't value and believe in the power of Christian music. Good point. The 237 gospel music industry is minimized. That's all. You can only promote what you believe in and value. They don't believe in us. Beautiful. I like that.
now,
And I
now,
agree.
Lena Black, this is a fact. You
Thank you,
can't
sir.
argue this.
Lino Black,
Thank you for
please.
this.
Thank you
The
for
truth
that
is,
comment.
the truth is, if you don't promote something, it means you don't believe in it. So I want to tell all artists out there, if your pastor is not promoting you, he don't believe in you. If your church is not promoting you, your church don't believe in you.
True.
So find where they believe in you and belong there. It's the fact.
Simple.
Because it is needless being where the person don't believe in you. That is the whole truth. So I will say, if truly, if as a pastor you believe in this person serving in your church, in your choir, in your whatever, support them if you believe in them. Help them grow. Even if you don't have money, you have people. Use them and bless that person. What is hard there? I think most of us have been, see, most Cameroon pastors. Let me talk of those I know. Some are just being wicked.
Wow.
Because there is no way you have somebody in your church, that person will release an album, a church of 100 attendance.
And there is no
The
support.
person, after 2 months, that person has 50 views. It means
Witchcraft.
even his church has not viewed the song. You understand? So, how true is that? Imagine if just 100 people, you release song today, and all your members where you fellowship start posting the song for 1 month. You don't need to pay for publicity. You already have your church. Your church should be your publicity. That means once you release today, as you're releasing tomorrow, bam, a pastor put it in church group. All the members share the same way they share flyers when pastor is organizing a program.
Simple.
That is the only way we grow. How do you want people to? Now, let's talk about because why I'm emphasizing on this is because you can't blame the Cameroon youth for not loving our songs. Because people can't love what they don't know.
Exactly.
People can't love what they don't know. So it is better to save it to them so that they can love it. When they love it, they will buy it. How? Are we not the one that we preach that faith cometh by hearing and hearing?
Exactly.
The more you hear the song, the more the song become your best song. So how would these people hear the song when they don't sing it? How would they hear the song when? Okay, look. Okay, now let me show you one example from Pastor Chris. I think this guy Martin Piquet, I think something like that.
PK. Yeah.
Yes, this man who who sang this song. I don't know, but I don't know. Pastor Chris just came one day in the morning and sang that song and said, "This song, you are the balm of Gilead, you are the rose of Sharon, you are my peace
Like that.
in the midst of the storm." You heard this song, right?
Yeah.
Pastor Chris just stood one morning and said, "I love this song. I couldn't stop singing this song yesterday evening." And when he said
Automatically, that
this
guy
that
Joe
morning,
Blow.
before 2
Joe Blow.
hours, before 2 hours, the whole world was singing that song.
The guy Joe Blow.
It was not money. A recommendation. He recommended the song. He said, "I love this." It just suffices your pastor to say, "I love this G4 song," and you see the whole church love it.
That's it.
But
But
why
don't
can't they do
don't do
this?
it. What is so difficult? Why don't they do it?
Because it's not about, we are not talking about money. We're not talking about money here. We are
We
talking
have not
about
even
support.
gotten to the part where we've not even gotten to the part where we're talking about financial support. We're just talking
Yeah, we are still
about
talking about
like you
free.
said, just publicity, talking
You see,
about
Pastor want to do, okay, now let me show you. You're doing an event in your church. My take on this is yes and no. Oh, our guest is instead comparing on comment.
yeah, it seems
He
his
said yes
network
and no.
is unable to actually connect.
I think we have to be careful handling this. Right on, sir. Some pastors do promote this and others don't. That
Very
is
true,
true,
sir.
100% true.
95% don't.
We follow your comments, sir. You have the audience. Yeah, let's just give him some time to. See, some pastors do and some don't, which is a fact. But how many people do? If in a country of 1,000 pastors, 3 are doing, it means nobody is doing.
Nobody.
Yeah, that is a fact.
Because
So,
with all, if they
because,
were doing this, if they were doing this
yeah,
with all the music ministers we have in Cameroon, my dear brother, by now some of us would have been building houses because of of funds and all of that gotten just. But I'm sorry to say this, that support, as far as I'm concerned, that support for to me, it is not there. I'm even saying 95%, maybe it's 98.
yeah,
Maybe
let's say
even
95, 5%, because when someone like our guest today, if I must comment on someone, this one person I've worked with, like Pastor Nelson, that means he loved, let's say, H1. He has supported us. Sometimes, if you were in our fans concert, he left Bamenda and came to Douala just to support H1. So he might be part of the few that are supporting. Them are doing so.
true.
Because how many of them? That's my point.
Now,
If we have 2,000, okay, he just wrote something.
Pastor just wrote, he says, I think what we should also consider at one
I
point
think
is
what
the
we should
packaging of the
consider
song,
at one,
our cultural heritage and uniqueness. We copy Nigeria a lot and try to be who we are not. If I tell you that most ministers in Cameroon in music use a lot of Nigerian songs, exactly, it is true. I have to agree with Pastor on that one. I have to agree.
yeah.
It comes back to what we
No,
were
no,
talking
he's
about
he.
last week. It comes back to that.
Now you see,
But at the same time, we may be faced with a situation where a lot of our ministers are copying these Nigerian artists and the foreign artists because they know that is what we Cameroonians like.
but
It's a
yeah,
two-edged sword.
you're
But
right.
Pastor is
But let me
completely
say
correct.
something.
Pastor is correct.
I think, Pastor, you have a great point here. But let me say, not trying to argue with your point, but to be truthful, the, yeah, the artist, because if you expect people to promote you, you should first be promoting yourself first. But most of us, when these artists invite us, when these pastors invite us, sorry, instead we sing snatch, we sing Natasha Cobb, we sing Nathaniel Bassi, we sing Sonny Bado, we sing Eme. So how do the pastors fall in love with what we have been giving them? So sometimes I don't blame the pastor, I blame them 50%, the artist 50%. So it's not just about the pastors only, but the pastors and the artists. There is no way I will invite you to come and minister in my church, and you come and you're singing Snatch and expect me not to invite Snatch tomorrow. You made me fall in love with Snatch. So I will definitely go for Snatch. Had it been you made me fall in love with G4, I will go for G4. So
Exactly.
if we Cameroonians must grow, even if you go to a program and you don't have a song, your brothers have songs. Why can't you use any?
True.
So I think Pastor has a point that his point is 100% true, because
Pastor is
we don't
right
blame
on
the.
the
Yes,
he just hit the nail on his head.
you're unique. You're a Cameroonian. How will you go in a program and you want to sing like Frank Edward? Whereas you are G4, you're blessed fan. You.
But
So,
at
but
the program you are
you want.
singing Ekweme.
So this man says some pastors need to hear this. Please let's share on our timeline so it gets to the pastors who are our friends. Please share. You're very true. We need the pastors need to hear this because some pastors are not doing helping, not because they are wicked. Some don't just know that we need help. Yeah.
How
I,
would they know? Come on.
wow.
I don't want
Let's
I no
Google.
I don't want to I don't want to I don't want us to talk about
Jibo, there is a
them
comment here.
not knowing.
There's
I'm going to read out the comment. I just want to talk that point about them not knowing. Not how don't you know? These are people in your house. These are your brethren. You can't say you don't know that you have to pay your NAO bill at the end of the
I
month.
said, Jibo, let me read. I think I love this comment. This comment says that the reason why most choirs sing only Nigeria songs during service is because of this. Most of these pastors are mentored from Nigeria,
That's
so they
very
kind
true.
of copy their mentors. It's true.
It is
It's true, but
extremely true.
it's true, but that is not an excuse. I think this is one of the reasons why the choir do so, but it's not an excuse for them to do so. I think our artists, our problem too, because the artist is mentored. It's the pastor that is mentored from Nigeria, not the artist. Now, if you're in the choir in Cameroon, you should embrace Cameroon. You should not become a Nigerian, whereas you are in Cameroon. At least, if you should love Nigerian song, but not 100%. Anytime they invite you, you're singing a Kweme. Anytime they invite you, you're singing this one. Anytime, no, but you have songs. You want people to know them. Who will promote them for you? And now, like Jifo mentioned, Dr. Eris Mary. This one person too that sometime in her church, you sing something that is not Cameroonian, she send you out. She put the mic down. It's a good example. She want them to grow. Why? Because if I'm inviting H1, I'm expecting to hear H1. I might have seen H1 song and love the song, and I want them to come and minister that song to me. And now, if
Exactly.
H1 come now and sing and start singing G4, I might be tempted to say, no, it is H1 I wanted, not G4. If I wanted G4, I would have called for G4. So sometimes when we go to church, let's do our best to minister what we have. Sometimes I'm tempted to say most artists don't love what they produce. Because I can't see even some artists on their launching day, they sing Niger. They're launching a song. They don't
Those
sing
songs were
the
given
song.
to
They
me
put.
by the Holy Spirit. Why should I go and I'm singing somebody else's song? He
It
imparted
is.
me with this
It is.
gift so I can impart the world, so I could actually get to touch his people with what he has put in me. You
That's
cannot
the truth.
God cannot impart you with gifts. He communicates a song for you to use and bless his people. And then you're invited somewhere. You go and you are ministering somebody else. Come on, man.
So the thing is, sometimes when we say these things, people think it's hatred. No, there's nothing
It's
like
not hate.
hatred there.
It's not
There's
hate. These
nothing
are
there like
just
hatred. We
no.
must grow. And if we must grow, the people must know us. And how would they know you where you have not presented anything for them to know?
When even at
How?
home they don't know
Uh-huh.
you, even in your own church.
Visit your pastor. Let them they want to do a program. What do you see on their flyer? Even the cover backtrack, everything is Niger. They use Niger for publicity. Artists,
Pastor
Cameroonian
Desmond.
artists are on a flyer. They do sports. Use Niger song. Do the sport there. Okay. What you will do there? You invite Cameroonian, they can sing for your program. Then you do spot of that program with Nigerian song
Pastor
or
just dropped
Ghanaian
a
song.
comment, sir.
Yeah,
Pastor
read it, let's
says,
hear.
Pastor says some musicians mix a Nigerian tongue we don't even understand in their songs. Let us also check the commitment and consistency of the gospel artists we have. You release a single today and it is the only hit you have. Some people release a single and think they have arrived. Facts. I am so interested in
Yes, sir.
consistency and betterment of the gifts you have. I am a fan of H1 and I think
Of the
I
gifts you
sing
have.
their songs and play them. I told a young man to stop singing and work on his word base to produce something with. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And this is true.
Okay. That is, I cannot argue that. Like when he says this, you remember on our fan concert, one pastor asked him to sing H1 song, and he sing almost all our song, right?
Mm-hmm.
That it is so when he says this, I know. I have proof, I have videos of him singing H1 songs in his church. So it's someone that I love so much. And when he says something like support, I believe in him. I believe in what he do, even in where he fellowship. But if in where he belong, because like he's a pastor in one of the biggest church in Cameroon, Pastor Nation, like, but under Pastor Wara, they have like more than 330. I think something branches all over the world. They're like the biggest church in Cameroon.
Wow.
Yeah. If in this church he is the only one promoting, it means nobody there is promoting. In as much as Pastor Nelson is a good promoter, he loves Cameroon product, he's promoting Cameroonian, are other artists, are other pastors with him doing same?
likewise. I doubt.
I don't think so.
Me neither.
So this is a call for consent. That no, us pastors, we should try to talk to other pastors. Let's support them. Let's encourage our choir to at least sing one Cameroon songs every Sunday. Even if they don't love, let them sing at least one Cameroon song. Even if they heard all songs, they're not going to hear Elizabeth Teke. They're not going to hear Evangelist Ben. Change my story. So this is this song that all Cameroonian love. So why can't they sing this? So let's encourage as pastors. I don't know. I'm trying to, because I'm talking about pastors, so I don't want to say something to hurt somebody. Yeah. So, but let pastors do our best. Yes. Let us pastors do our best to promote the culture.
We have a comment from Sir Abraham Godman, who says, from my observation, I've seen that one of the problems with most Cameroonian artists is that they complicate their songs such that they are not easily memorizable. Some complicate their verses and choruses. Songs should be simple, such that within the first 1 minute of the song, it should start ringing in the mind of the audience. Bam! Very pertinent point. Very pertinent.
I agree with this point.
Thank you, Sir Godman. Thank you, sir.
Ogaji, I want to ask Godman. Godman is a pastor and a music minister. Presently, he's in a studio producing something. Now, let me ask you, sir. How many Cameroonian songs do your choir sing in your church? You can't tell me that all Cameroonians complicate their songs. If some complicate, at least there are some who don't complicate their songs.
True.
So how many among these ones that do not complicate their songs that your choir is singing? Because you are a Cameroonian pastor. I'm happy you made a comment and so pastors are following. So, sir, how far have you been promoting the gospel? Because you You are a songwriter, a music minister, and a pastor, and have a big church too. So, how many, or can you sing? How many Cameroonian
Very
songs can
interesting.
you, as a pastor, sing? That's my question. If my pastor can sing my song, I mean I don't blow. Because once your pastor stand for service with 1,000 population, he sing your song, eh, everybody will go home with that song in their spirit.
Exactly.
But your pastor cannot sing your song. He'll come online, he will tell you, there's this song I follow, I love. What? And he
Yeah,
asks you, the artist, to interpret.
some of them actually act as if by having you by singing your song they're doing you a favor,
It's true. They
and
do
they'll
you
actually
favor.
call
No,
they'll act
it
as
is
if
true.
it's actually a big
The-
favor.
no, the truth is that, AG, let's be honest.
This is a beautiful one. This is a beautiful one from Patience Part. We love you so much,
Oh,
man. She
wow,
says
our
our
God.
gospel market should not be limited on social media. I will propose our artists should find time and from time to time visit the various choice rehearsals of
Rehearsals.
different ministries. Rehearse with them. It must not be for a show, just for Sunday ministration. Correct, correct. At the
I,
same time,
I, I
but
think I think this is a
anticipation,
good, great idea.
it's a good point, sir.
Wow.
But I would like to also just scratch on the surface here by saying you do know that there are 1001 protocols before you actually get that kind of permission. Not every ministry is just open that you would just
Very
come
true.
and you guys start working. You know the protocols of our ministries, right? You know these
So you need to
things.
go to
There
foundation
are
school first.
ministries where even to see the man of God, even if you are a
Yes.
brethren of the church, just to see the pastor for one small thing can take you about 3 weeks. No, no. We have to be honest with ourselves here. Somebody, I understand what mommy part is saying. I understand what patient's part is saying, but
Yeah.
we should not also forget some of the constraints we have as far as things like that are concerned. And we should not forget also that we also have this complex. Oh, he's not from my church. Why should I sing his song? This one is not from our church. Why should
Yeah. It's true.
so we have to tread carefully. But that's just to show there are several blocking points.
Yeah, because, and G, I think this her point brought me to something. If as artists we can strategize well, the choirs can still minister our songs. Because if we can meet their leaders, their choir leaders can teach them what their choir leader decide is what they do. This one, Cameroon,
Oh my
we
God.
saw you. I'm in the dark.
It is well, oh, you are the light, sir. You are the light. And the light actually drops very, very, very soon.
So
So,
I think, sir, we work on what Pat said. We ponder on that.
Antipat, thank you for that. Thank you for that beautiful contribution. Now, if you would give us 1 second, we will take a short break before coming up with our conclusion. And for that break, we are just going to go ahead and we will
Yeah,
have Clara Light once more. She has a song coming up. She is a music minister, the choir leader of Christ Embassy Bafusam, and she has something awesome coming our way entitled
Love, it's unbreakable.
Yes, and that was Clarolite. So please, guys, feel free to drop your questions. Okay, we have a few comments coming our way while waiting for Pastor Desmond to return. Sir Godman Abraham says, we do sing most simple Cameroonian songs in church, like Bizarre Berist, Evangelist Ben Owabi, Elizabeth Teke. They have some simple songs, easily singable. Look, a song like Jesus is My Security, very simple. Songs like Victory Songs by Cornell Grace, we do sing them. Amazing, beautiful. We hope it continues like that. We have Pastor Say, who says, excuse me, I invited a Cameroonian to a program and she gave me a bill 2 times more than what a prominent Nigerian musician asked. If I check the package, I will take a foreigner who is even cheaper. I don't want to mention a name. I sent someone to H1 to be trained and he escaped. Wow. Some of the musicians you talk about sing for a limited congregation and end there. Nobody knows them anywhere else. I was so happy I heard the song Overnight by Minister Stefan. How is he marketing the song? What platform? Thank you so much, sir. This is one of the interesting vices which I have been talking about, marketing and promoting our songs. We have very few artists who are actually able to market and promote their songs on various platforms, be it TV, be it new media like internet, be it old media like the radio. And Minister Stefan Koti, he has a beautiful song, Overnight. I discovered that song last year and I shared it. I've never met him. I don't know who he is, but I love his work. And I shared the song. And yes, you are right. Promotion of the song is very important. But talking about artists who are in limited congregations, I guess it may bring us back to that whole debate about who is a minister and who considers themselves an artiste, because we have a breed of um, ministers who do not go professional. What do I mean by professional? They do not record songs, they do not shoot videos, they do not do promo tours. You will not find them on you will not find them in different concerts and all of that, really promoting their own songs. So it is a very complex, that particular topic is a very complex one. um, with me being a music minister slash artiste, I definitely understand where Pastor is getting to. And Minister Desmond, Pastor Desmond says he does not have lights, and Neo is not taking it easy with him. And he says, good night, I love you all, see you next week. Thank you so much, sir. It's a shame and Neo is behaving like that. They will be judged by God. That is a fact. It is a fact. And as far as the Cameroonian artist billing, Pastor Taniku say, well, I believe when inviting a music minister, that music minister should be remunerated. That is just my opinion. Of course, everybody is entitled to theirs, but the billing of a music minister should come with the amount of packaging which that music minister has done on themselves. All right, you cannot come out and nobody knows you, they call you up and you're asking for 1 million francs. You don't even have up to 2 videos out there. You have never recorded an album, an EP, or an LP, but you're out there asking for 1 million francs in terms of remuneration for a program. If any of them are doing that, I will have to go ahead and be the first to tell them you are completely out of line. You are not really taking this seriously. As far as the Nigerian artists are concerned, with the amount of branding they do, um, it's not uncommon that they will ask for huge amounts of money. Huge amounts, we Cameroonians will look at it that way. I have worked with a lot of Nigerian artists, try to invite one or two for programs, talk to their management teams. One of the things I actually noticed is that the Nigerian artists will actually even bill you in dollars. They don't bill in naira. All right, they will not bill you in CFA. They will tell you, well, you want me to come, you want my team to be there, you have to give this and this amount of dollars, X amount of dollars, and that all goes with your packaging, like Pastor Taniku was saying. Have you packaged yourself enough for you to deserve that kind of remuneration? So, anyways, we have come to the end of our broadcast for today. Before we go, we want to say thank you to everyone who was live. My co host, first off, Pastor Desmond. Our guest was not able to connect live today because of the network issue. Pastor Taniku say we will try this again next week. He is the general overseer of one of the biggest churches in the country, and we were extremely excited to have him on the show today. But due to network issues, he was unable to join in. And just as a final contribution, he adds, to me, it's not just singing and showing vocal abilities. Eben hasn't got a good voice, but his word base gives him a good lyrical stand, and he is on top. Let our musicians study the word, get grounded, and do better. And promotion from pastors will be easy. So there you go. Pastor Sager said, we, the gospel artists, we need to study the word. We need to make sure our music is impactful and our music can bless lives. And then, maybe just then, the men and women of God will be able to push us and give us that boost which we need. Sir Abraham Godman, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for your comments. Patience Pat, Saint Dilo Mix, Bless Fanuel, CEO of BP Concepts. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sir Lois Bumlu, thank you. It was amazing having you. Tav, Teku Anze, Vanessa, it was amazing. Lino Black, amazing contribution. We love you all. And before we go, we want to say a special happy birthday to the husband of our show's producer, Gwendolyn FD, aka the CEO of Gwendolyn Media TV. It's her husband's birthday today, and on behalf of the cast, personnel, and everyone at Gospel Hour, we want to say happy birthday to you, sir. So, thank you all so much. I am your boy G4, aka God Gives Grace and Greatness. You already know how this goes. We are going to have a splendid show next week, all right? Thursday. Make sure you tune in, and hopefully, the network challenges are going to be put behind us, and Eneo is not going to give us a hard time either. I'm going to leave you with once more the teaser of my upcoming video titled The Life. All right, enjoy it, and